Hi everybody, welcome to this video. This is Richie the Blind Hedgehog. I'm here with Sasha. She's a snow leopard. And, well, this video is going to be a little random. I had this request from Black Panther Animal House to show all my big predator plushies. And I wasn't quite sure in the beginning because I basically only have predators, or most of them are. But yeah, well, apparently we're gonna try to distinct the bigger ones and some wild cats, and maybe this way we can make a video that's quite suitable for showing. So it's gonna be really random. I have been disassembling one of my plushie baskets. Want to see what my room looks like now? You really want to see? Well, look behind me. And that's nothing. Look, this one is still composed, and so are the Pokemon, and so is my Sonic collection. So this is just canine and hedgehogs and all the wildlife animals that I have disassembled in my room right now. So I'm just going to show you. I know it's a pretty indelicate view, but yeah, just be sure that all my plushies are absolutely loved. And I'm going to show you the pile just quickly. So here we have my bigger ones that I have in front of the basket. You have some wolves there, some canines. Here we have the wolf pile. All wolves. There I have a few dogs, but they were on bottom, so I just kept them there. Here we have a few hedgehogs, and here we have all the huskies. A pile of huskies. Here we have some more dogs, mostly shepherds, and there's a little Akita on top. And there we have foxes. I know they look like piles. And here we have like more like the random stuff. I have horses, birds of prey, a huge hedgehog, some dragons, and then we have the African. I see my pumpkin fell. We have the African canines. Hold on a second. Oh no, that's no pumpkin. That is Mephisto, who is wearing a pumpkin costume that comes from Katie. Can I show you, Katie? Look. It fits him so well. One of my African wild dogs. Spotted dogs, actually. Hyenas and African wild dogs. So there you go. So I know it's quite indelicate, but I've been structuring them depending on their species this way. It's easier for me to distinguish them. And see, indeed, well, sometimes I do a little sorting. I just keep the ones that I want to keep, and sometimes I select some to sell. So, but I'm going to show you the bigger ones here that I collected on my bed. And I do not have a lot of wildcats. I don't have a Black Panther either. I had one. His name was Ink. But I never had a bigger one. We can easily find a bigger one too. But I'm not really necessarily looking for one. So I know I had Rudy. And he was a beautiful leopard, like, well, just gonna put Sasha aside for now. Like him. But I bought this guy on Facebook. But I sold Rudy. He was one of my first sellings on Vinted. So, and he was gone pretty quickly. Gosh, that was easy. And I was surprised how easy that was. But there you go. So, no more Rudy, but his little colleague with stripes here. I'm just gonna, well, this is the delicate pile that I have right now. I'm just gonna show you one by one. And hopefully the video will be quite interesting. So, maybe I can start with my top tiger, which is probably one of my last additions. When it comes to wildcats, this is Elvis. And I really like those cats, those plushies of tigers, you know, the ones, this style, like more like Melissa and Doug type. This is a little bootleg, of course, but I got him off the fair, and I was really glad I could collect him because I'm quite excited about these plushies. They're so pretty. So he's not the really big one, but I really love his orange color, and he's one of the ones that And I encountered the guy again on another event. It's quite funny. I could tell him that I still had my tiger. He was out of white ones. He has puppets. And, well, went to the fair for my birthday, and I I could collect this beautiful tiger. So that's predator number 1. He's just not the biggest guy. Just gonna put him with the others. The other random plushies. One that's quite much like him. He's more like I think the brand might be Taglin, but I'm not sure exactly. I got this one off Vinted. Her name is Cosmos. She's a white, very spiritual looking tiger. And she's not really huge either. She has hanging legs, but she's not small. She's absolutely beautiful. She wears this blue collar. I really like her beautiful face. So, there you go. I thought I would put these tigers in there since I don't really have a lot of wild cats. Usually I don't really collect them, but you might actually notice that the tigers are my all-time favorites. I'm not sure if I do have other wild cats, except from tigers. I do. Oh, there she goes. Well, I'm going to show you Sasha. And there she goes. Sasha is kind of brandless. I think she's more like the Simba toy. Simba toys snow leopard that we have here. She's a pretty affordable little plushie that is made for children here. And it's probably coming from China, you know, but she was in my local toy shop and I thought she was really pretty. Just look at the shape of her body and her long tail. And I don't really have snow leopards, or lots of them, but I thought she was really lovely. For now, I just keep her. And she's not really the biggest one either. I'm gonna show you some canines. Well, here we have my big African wild dog. The brand is Suma collection, or Raven's Den. And I kind of really like not sure I actually like the finishings on this plush. Look at the muzzle, and you can actually see the stitching, and the shape is quite messy too. But I really like the coloring. This animal is just beautiful because of its camouflage and coloring and its Mickey Mouse ears and the big paws. This is a beautiful plushie. For now, I just kept it. She's really gorgeous. I think she came in 2020, and I kept her ever since. And her name is Azuri, if I'm right. Yes, that is indeed her name. Some names I do recall, others I might need some help. But have you seen how many plushies that I have? Yeah, I know, it's quite awful. She has a beautiful black belly. It's quite special. I love her spots. And since she's the biggest one, I put her here and I left the others there. But I do have Mephisto and Praxina, who are also my... Well, now we have Praxina with the white paws. Also a Suma one. And Mephisto, which I was holding, he's a Wild Republic one. He's a little more bunky, but absolutely lovely. And he has more like dark in his fur. Yeah, look, if you want to compare them, see the fur. And I really like the fact that they have different fur, because I'm pretty sure that no African wild dogs have the same pattern. Oh, I think I'm gonna sneeze. Oh, sorry about that. That's because of, probably because of all the dust. I just collected some dust lately, but I think I can just start again. I can start over. Here we have another African wild dog. I put this blue collar on her because I thought it was going to be really nice looking. This one is in pretty loved condition. I believe she's a Lely toy. And as you can see, well, even the patterns here are a little erased, or not sure if it was like this in the beginning or in the new condition. Also, you have the dark belly here, but the shape of this one is much prettier. Just that it's a very loved plush. Lely toy is our brand. Yeah, I think this one goes for something. But I had her in second hand I think I paid like $3 for her. So, and her name. Kind of forgot her name right now. I think it was a Howl. It says Howl, indeed. Something like Howl. But Howl is right there. He's a little hidden, my big wolf. I should have put him here, actually. Kind of forgot about him right there. But, yeah, her name kind of resembles Howl's name. And his name, or her name, is Howru. Gonna put her here with the African doggies. So, we have some tigers. I'm gonna show you my wolves here. Here's a husky, border collie, but they're not much predators, aren't they? This is a Boonie decoration pet. I think it's difficult to say what brand they are because I've seen them on other places, carrying another brand. So it's difficult to say. As far as I know, they are from Boonie, and I don't even know that brand anyway, but they have really sturdy wires, so they might be used as a model. And it's difficult to say if they're actually model, decoration, or plushies, but they go well as plushies, so yeah. And if you look up Boonie decoration pets, that is actually how I found these. Here we have 2 wolves. This is the Wild Republic sitting wolf. One that I really like. I did not keep the lying down one that I called Galen. This is Ebenezer, and I know his name is quite weird. And I think her name, kind of forgot her name, her Douglas name, because this is a Douglas wolf. She's a big sitting Douglas wolf. Let's see, if possible that her name is Sasha as well, or something like that. Let's see. What's her name again? Lilu. Quite nice name, actually. It's nice to name their plushies like this. But I renamed her Jason. Jason. So this is Jason. He has no wires, but he has really nice finishings. The tail has no stuffing, and it's not a very long tail. I think the tail could use a little more finishings, but there you go. It's you have this effect in the hair, a bit of airbrushing. He might have some trouble standing up, but I never wanted to get rid of him because he's really gorgeous. And there you go. So this is Jason. And we have indeed Ebenezer, who I really love his muzzle. Definitely Wild Republic. I really like the shape of him. They really did a good job. This is a really good made plush. They made the full, yeah, absolutely. The full beauty of the plush. I'm not gonna say if he's anatomically correct. I really can't tell, but I really like the length of the body, the legs, and he does have wire and very firm stuffing in here, and really like his tail too with the black tip. So there you go. And each time I see this plushie, I say, oh my gosh, he's so beautiful. And then I can say, oh my god, yes, I'm so glad I collected it already. So, there you go. Last year in Paradise, I had plenty of these. And the lying down ones too. Glad to see Ebenezer everywhere where I was coming. So, and I think they're like a nice couple, even though they are supposed to be, well, 2 males. But I guess, well, somehow she's still his Lilu. But they look really nice together. Let's go over to some tigers. Or maybe just show you another wolf. I put my big Simo wolf here too, because he kinda is part of the gang. He's very floppy. I'm glad he came, because the first seller when I was buying him did not react at all. but he's quite a bit of a recent release, so you should be able to find him today. I'm not sure for how much he goes though. Not quite sure I like the shape of his muzzle, which is a little deformed. But I really love Simo plushies, and I really love the look in his eyes. And her name is Odessa. And his beautiful ears. She's gray or tan majorly. Doesn't have a lot of black. Should have maybe put some more black in her, but she's beautiful. And quite big, as you can see. There you go. Oop, on the pile. Just gonna put back all the plushies afterwards, but first I'm gonna finish this video. Oh, yes, Ramses. This is Ramses, by the way. He has been with me for a long, long time now, and I went to pick him up somewhere. Oh God, really? I have another wolf, and that will be it for the wolves. This is the Play Kids wolf. Not sure how rare he is, but some people have been asking for him. I was really lucky to find him on Vinted. I bought him right away. Really glad I actually did. And he, well, kind of forgot what I call him. Let's see. Dome. Well, I will recall their names, of course, but it's gonna take me a while. And since I have to continue filming, I don't really have the time thinking it over, so... Because all their names are quite logic. To me, they are, but it's just that I have so many these days. So there you go. This is Dome, and some of them have graved names, and others have more like a little mate tag. I know it's well, this way I can really distinguish them. So Dome is like lying down, and she's turning her body slightly towards me. I'm glad she's in my collection. She's like a huge timber wolf, and since she's really nice. Like I can't be more pleased with her. Yeah, there you go. See, my arms are too short. Yeah, I've got short arms and a big belly. So, let's have a look at the tigers now, because I think I can reach Ramses. So Ramses is the one, I think those plushies were available in my local zoo in Antwerp. And, that's a long time ago, even before they actually redecorate their store, their gift shop. And there I collected Rudy. But yeah, ever since I had him for more than 10 years, Rudy. And now, Rudy was less firmly stuffed. But I absolutely love these plushies. Look at the coloring on them. And I remember I was so lucky to see all those wild cats when I was there before they just changed everything. And they had those cloudy leopards, they had white tigers, they had tigers like this one, although I think they were a little more brown, but I might be wrong. They had leopards like Rudy, they had all kinds of wild cats, and huge ones like him, huge ones. And that day, when I was in the zoo, I think I still have pictures of that day, I thought I wanted to collect a really large wild cat. And for once I didn't want to collect a tiger, so I took the leopard. And then that is how I ended up with Rudy. But he's no longer here. Really glad I could collect the tiger instead though. And he's quite pale on his belly. He's in gorgeous condition. He has like brown poles and this is his face. I think is really, really well made. And when I pick him up, yeah, I know it's quite hard to do because he's so incredibly stuffed. He's huge. Oh, maybe I can show you a general overview like this. This is what he looks like. Isn't he just amazing? And his tail, indeed, he's not cropped at all. You have the full tail. There might be some differences in the stuffing here. Rudy was perfectly, regularly stuffed over his whole tail. Kind of missed that. But here, this guy, there you go, his tail. So, probably one of my prettiest tigers, and one I'm not quite ready to get rid of. Sometimes I see the white ones pass on Vinted, but I'm not gonna collect another one. Really, they're huge. And they're so incredibly... This is really comforting if you pat the hair in the opposite direction. It gives a very soft sensation that is really addictive. And this is what he looks like from the back. He really has a tiger color. Totally the real animal. And, yeah, well, one I really like. Just gonna put him here. He's a big guy. Well, actually, I should really keep him here. Maybe that would be more suitable. There you go. See, barely bent. He's so firmly stuffed. This is a really hard guy. Rudy was much more bendable, but it really depends on those plushies. This is a blanket that I removed. And then we have two tigers that I kind of like. This was one of my first big tigers. I think I have another tiger, but he's in the attic. He's an FAO Schwarz large tiger that my parents got me when I was in Boston. And he's not here. He's really vintage. But I'm not gonna get rid of it because the emotional value, it's just too much. Imagine my parents just die or something. I just can't forgive it. I just can't forgive myself if I would sell the tiger. So I was 6 years old when I got him, and he actually stands for a lot. So it's not just a plush. I keep him in the attic for now, but he'll probably go with me when I move because he's special. He's not a plushie to which I'm very much attached today, but he is, considering the fact what he means, he is quite unmissable. I'm gonna say he's a plushie I have to keep around. So this plush I found on a market in France. They had quite nice things there. And I was just passing by, and I was really glad I could actually buy him. He was not too expensive either. And I was really, really fond of these big, gorgeous tiger plushies. And I wanted to have one so bad. And they had plenty there. And this guy is called El Tigre. I think it's a city. And I had this little tag made for him in the same location. And he has been with me for more than 10 years now. He has more stripes on his belly than Ramses. I think I already had him when I was in high school. Yeah. I got him during one of the summers, and I can't really remember how old I was. But whoa. He has golden eyes, and kept him ever since. I was quite enthusiastic when I had him. I was actually thinking about more facts that I could share about him, but I have been having this guy for a while. Yeah, really, a while. And then there's her. Her name is Jasiri, and she has one beautiful face. Jasiri is a tiger that I just found in a shop. At the coast, the lady was an old lady. She was selling candy and plushies, and I used to like passing by her shop. And she had some plushies in, and yeah, she was selling those beautiful white tigers, and I decided to have a white one this time. Because I even had a second one like him, but actually we sold him. Also, he was having kind of trouble. He was always broken. I always repaired him, so he was sold pretty quickly. But I kept her and him, because I thought, yeah, should not keep two of those, try to get rid of one, and I got rid of the latest one that I got. So, but there you go, here she is. They're quite brandless. They're bootlegs, I believe. Maybe I can show you something of the tag. They don't come with much. So these are the tigers that I have. And as you can see, most of them are tigers. It's actually quite possible that Rudy was actually a leopard, a panther. But there you go. Can find a lot of these plushies on fairs and other events. They're gorgeous. Yay! She's beautiful. Yeah, I know, they just drop. They drop like dead animals. There you go. This way I have a white one and a brown one lying down like this, and they're a nice couple together. And this little large one here is not really much of a predator, but she's one of my, or he's one of my bigger plushies too. And this is a huge Wild Republic red-eyed tree frog. And for now, I just can't get rid of him. I really love him. His name is Snuggly, and I couldn't really think of something better. But I think he looks really lovely and cute. He doesn't really have the red-eyed tree frog shape, unfortunately. But I really love this frog. Look, she has a white belly. And also I've been having her for, or him, I always mess up the the gender. I've been having him for so long now, and I just, yeah, really love him. Still love him. And here you have the same. If you strike the hair in the opposite direction, you have this very addictive, lovely, soft feeling through your fingers. So there you go. So I do have plenty of predators. Not much wild cats, I'm afraid. But still, I really hope this video was quite interesting. I kind of lost my Sasha. If we can find her. Where is Sasha? There you are, girl. So, I really hope you enjoyed this video, guys, and I'll see you later. Thanks for watching. Bye!